What's going on, Infinity fans? Jason Greer here with Infinity Inquirer, here to bring you a new video to talk about some of the stuff they announced at D23. If you've been checking InfinityInquirer.com, you know I was lucky enough to be able to attend the event this year. There's a lot of Disney Infinity news that I'm sure you're well aware of. So I put some roundups up online, but also like doing some videos as well, just because I feel like it's easier to explain some things in video. So I start off with one of my most excited, or one of the announcements I'm most excited about. And that is these Light FX figures. If you haven't seen this yet, these are 6 figures that are going to be releasing this holiday, so not available at launch, but this holiday that has a lightsaber that glows. So we have Obi-Wan, Anakin Skywalker, Luke Skywalker, Yoda, Darth Vader, and Kanan are our 6 figures that's going to be available. No price point on those yet. They keep describing them as collector's figures. So in my opinion, we're looking around that $20 to $25 mark. It's going to be more than what you're paying now, which is about $13. So you could still maybe shoot shy just at 20, but I feel like they're going to come in a special case, something, as they keep saying, they're collector's figures. So I don't think we're just going to get a cardboard backing with the plastic. Maybe we are, but either way, when I saw those $20, what shouted out at me. I wouldn't be surprised, to go up to $25. But even that's, $25 is pushing it. So I'm hoping it's around the $19.99 mark. But again, these are collector's figures. They're not designed as, or they're not going to be marketed as these are the figures to get. They're going to be marketed as figures you can get if you're interested in buying everything Infinity, which, as you probably know, I'm one of those people. So they're going to be very similar to something like what they had in 1.0 and 2.0 with these collector's cases. They're not, necessarily marketed towards people who are buying it per se, just kind of, big Infinity fans who want as much as they possibly can get. Some of you right off the bat might say, why aren't these what they originally were at launch? And I can't speak for if that was the plan or not, but I know they've been working on these, and I know that they were having issues getting them to work properly. One thing I even heard is that they weren't surviving the drop test, which is if they dropped it, the lightsaber was breaking, and then they would become a hazard, especially because at the end of the day, these are kids' toys. They're designed as kids' toys. So they've been working, and they finally got it right. So I can't say for sure that this was either way if they were going to try and make these at launch, but I think it makes sense, in my opinion, to make them a collector's item, especially if it involves a lot more R&D, research and development. There's nothing, I don't think, mechanical inside, but I know they definitely were a lot harder to design, especially the fact that the Skylanders own a patent on the light core. So they had to go around that way without doing any kind of patent infringement. So it's a little bit harder than just making them clear like they're doing on the bottom of the Inside Out figures, which I have Joy and Anger back there, which their orbs glow up when you put them on there. It's real hints on it. You can see it better when the lights are off. But from what I'm hearing about these are supposed to actually glow whether they're in sunlight or not. So we'll see what happens. But I'm very, very excited about those. But the one thing that people notice right off the bat, no female Jedis, which is weird. Obviously, we only have the one that they've announced so far, Ahsoka, that has a lightsaber. But as you heard them say right out the bat at D23 Expo, is that they're super excited to have female characters. They want stronger female characters. But so it's weird they don't include her in this. So people right off the bat said, are we getting any more than the 6? John Vignacchi, as you'll see in this tweet right here, says only announced. So are all lightsaber wielders getting a Light FX version, or only the ones announced? And he says only the announced. So so it seems like he's saying just the 6 that they announced, not going to be anything else. But that was on August 18th, and let's forward here to August 19th, the next day. Someone commented saying, well, Ahsoka, Maul, and Ezra, Maul as in Darth Maul, and Ezra get Light FX figures at some point in the future, and Vignacchi just says, stay tuned. Obviously, if you're a Disney Infinity fan, Vignacchi says stuff all over the place. I nickname it the John Vignacchi hype train, so I don't know what to think. If these sell well, maybe they're going to announce it. Maybe that's what he's trying to say, that they're going to see how well these sell. If they don't sell very well, no sense in, pushing a lot more out there. I hope they sell well. They look really, really cool. Obviously, what you're seeing here is just computer markups. It's not, necessarily what they're going to... I don't think they're going to be as strong and leave a huge glow as you see in these pictures, but we'll see. But again, it would be awesome if every single one had there. Obviously, everybody, I think, would want Darth Maul. If you had both sides of the light, that'd be awesome. So we shall see what happens. But hopefully they do some more. Especially, it would be cool if the Star Wars Episode 7 Any of the figures that they have there have a lightsaber. It'd be nice to have those as well. But the other thing is that, are these just figures, or are they going to be some kind of added to them? Are they just for collecting looking, or are they going to be an added bonus in Disney Infinity? Vignacchi's been very, very blunt from the get-go. They're just going to be just like any other figure you buy. They're not going to be anything special inside. In the game, they're not going to have extra abilities. They're not going to have their own statue, anything like that. But he did add this caveat today on the 20th, saying in response to a question of, are the lightsaber FX edition are the equivalent of the crystal figures? Meaning, are they going to have their own statue, stuff like that? They also had some extra abilities. And Vignacchi said no, they modify the existing statue and Hall of Heroes, but they're the same in-game as standard characters. So there's not going to be extra bonus attack power. They're not going to have their own statue, but apparently they're going to modify it some. As of this video, we haven't seen the Hall of Heroes yet, so we don't know what the characters look like in there. If they're going to be a bronze statue again, if they're going to be, silhouette, who knows? So it's like, if I had to guess, I assume the lightsaber is going to change colors if you put it on there. So the system is going to be able to tell if it's a lightsaber one or for lack of a better term, a lightsaber one or not lightsaber one. But so there is some technological difference between them, but beyond that, games are going to recognize them the same way. But either way, I'm very, very excited about these. It was the most exciting announcement I feel like they made at D23, mostly because I think it was the most blindsided announcement. It's obviously not the most surprising thing in the world, but we haven't had any hint of this whatsoever. So I was completely blown away by the announcement. Super excited about it. Again, they say it's coming this holiday. I assume November. I hope we're not pushed into December, but obviously you can push towards the beginning of December, but I don't want to wait too long. So obviously the big question is now, do you wait for these, or do you buy the normal figures and then buy these when those come out? These, as far as we know, are not going to be coming in any kind of play set. So if, obviously with your starter pack and with the Rising as the Empire, you're getting 2 figures there that you're going to have to buy doubles of no matter what if you want the play set. So we shall see what happens, but again, I know a lot of you are excited about it. I'm super excited about it, so looking very forward to these. But anyways, let me know what you think of them. Are you going to buy both? Are you only going to buy these? What's your plan? And let us know what your thoughts are on it. But anyways, thanks for checking out this video, and I will see you soon. Please hit subscribe, like, comment. I'm hoping to expand this YouTube channel, get my YouTube studio here finished up here. You might see my new additive of these movie theater seats, which are a sweet deal I picked up from our local movie theater here. So anyways, thanks again for checking out the video, and be sure to follow me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, and obviously hit infinityinquirer.com for all the details on there. By the time you're watching this video, this might be completely wrong information, so make sure you visit infinityinquirer.com. We'll have all your updated information available for you. So thanks again, Disney Infinity fans, and we'll see you again soon.